we usually have parents coming to the notice board to see what the update for the day. So a lot of parents came in and they saw the write-off. One parent in particular asked to see who wrote this, and I was called to the headmaster's office. We usually call them headmasters, and so I was called to the headmaster's office, and the headmaster sat me down, and the parent was like, you're good, this and that. So I thought about that encounter, and I deep down I said, okay, I can write. So when it was my turn to see what I could do, the person who was speaking asked me, and I told her that I can write. She said, oh wow, that's a good skill, that's a good gift that you have. Build on it and you'll be able to come up with something. And fast forward, when I got admission into the University of Benin, a point came where I needed to think on a way that I can add to the income that I was having. I was working while I was in school, and I was also doing some other businesses too. And then the writing, that ability that I had, exactly the spirit, the writing spirit came on me again. And I wrote something then about dealing with school as a fresher, 100 level student, and I made quite some sales from that copy, and it has been a wonderful experience for me since then and even till now. Exactly.
Well, that is a very very insightful beginning.
Thank you.
Because there are a lot of people that they have some certain skill and they keep wondering, what am I going to do? But you leverage on the gift, the ability. Because if you discover the writing stuff now, I can say that maybe you are inspired by someone, and that's why you are writing. This from age 14.
Yes.
And that's really crazy.
Yes.
It's just really crazy. And the fact that even when you get back to school, they're like, oh, you work, and you're like, oh, you are like looking at, oh, what can I do? And that same skill of since 14 become a business.
Yes.
Wow, that is really very, very, very insightful. And now let's, every business owners and entrepreneurs in the early stage, they face a lot of roadblocks, a lot. So what is the hardest challenge you've actually faced building the network impact? What is the hardest challenge you've ever faced?
I would say, as human beings, I've come to understand that you can actually be the greatest challenge to what you can achieve in your business. Let me explain what I mean. I don't want to say, let me explain what I mean. When you want to achieve something, it becomes your responsibility to want to do anything or to do whatever it takes, whatever the cost, to achieve what you want to do. And that means you have to make some sacrifices. So for me, I have had to make a lot of sacrifices for what I'm doing right now. At the point I started, a lot of people came in, and most especially from my family, and were like, what are you going to make out of this? It doesn't sound, it sounds somehow, who makes money from creative writing? What is even creative writing in Nigeria at this point? Who is thinking about creative writing? So I had those, and my friends as well were also saying so many things. But I know I chose not to believe in those things because I knew what I saw, and I knew what I wanted. That was it. I knew what I wanted, and I knew the sacrifices that I had to make. And those sacrifices I didn't even know I had to make. At the point where a sacrifice need to be done, I had to do it. So I would say the biggest challenge, which I have overcome and I'm still overcoming, is pushing for growth. yes, anything possible. If after this interview there's a demand and it's something that it is a cost and it's something that would make me grow, that has, I would have to actually do that. Yes, no matter the cost.
In looking at most of the challenges, the roadblock, you mostly to what you said is majorly coming not from external validation but internal.
Exactly.
So that's what I used to tell people. Your battle, the hardest battle is not the one you think they are throwing at you from the village people. It's internally, whether from your own head, whether from your own belief, whether from people that you hope the believe so much more in you, people that you hope maybe they will support you. And at last you just end up be like, oh shit, these people are not even quite buying into whatsoever. So I think those challenges are way more difficult to overcome
than the external forces.
Yeah.
There's no extra. I keep telling those that work with me, there's nobody can stop me from doing what I'm doing. I'm telling you, as long as I am motivated, there's nobody on earth that can stop me from doing what I've made up my mind. That's it. As long as I have myself in control, as long as I have a sound mind, there's nobody. I got this motivation many years ago when I listened to someone speak and the person said, there's nobody that can stop a moving train. So that shifted my focus from looking at obstacles to looking at myself as always advancing. So even if there is something that happens now, I don't look at it as a limitation. It's a step for me
for the next
level. To the next level. So this has helped me. This has helped me build what I am building now, and it has helped me move. It has helped me lead. It has helped me grow from where I was even to where I am now, and it's also helping me grow to where exactly I want to be.
And that's very transformative. And that's even, when the team was suggesting this Diary of a Doer segment, we've actually on the TV, we've actually have a lot of numerous people on the shows, and my question and answer Ask Me the show, and I was like, why should we do this Diary of a Doer, and what makes it important? And they let me understand that we really need to listen to people's stories, because being on stage when you were 14 and you attended that conference and the person is on stage, and same people together that you were there at that same conference actually may not even take anything home from it. Because some people may be there looking at the interior, looking at the suit, looking at the nice watches, but you were there to be able to take one or two things that helps you. And from that age to now, you still, reference it to something of over number of years back. That simply means the little drops of the knowledge, and the speaker won't have even known how impactful those words were like. So, and I tell people a lot of things. I said, don't just listen to any kind of people, because the words that came out of our mouth and people's mouth has power.
True.
So, and that power, whether it's going to be positive or negative, there are some, for you to be able to overcome them, it may take you some time.
Exactly.
So what you deposit inside your mind never leaves.
True.
It's just like an investment scheme. When you are down, when your mental health is down, you can't do anything, there is no reason to keep going. What you've deposited inside the mind will now come out. It's just like a left food over you kept. So when famine comes, when there is nothing to eat, you go back to what you've kept. And so I've kept this food aside. Now let me cook this, let me eat it. So what people put into their mind is what actually will serve them when challenges of life shows up.
Exactly.
And if they don't have good things deposited
in their mind, there's no security when there's a storm.
And they just continue with the problem. And I think that is what makes most people be in a certain condition of problem for a very long time.
True.
Because when things are good, that is when you build.
Yes.
When things are good, that is when you work harder. Because when things go bad, the good
what
times,
build
you exactly we
becomes your
actually
security.
yeah, it's actually quite helps you. And I really loving the energy and the piece of the Rema words you were giving to the public. And I just hope you're not just listening or just looking at around in these clips, but rather taking note of every single word that is actually coming from our guest. So we're going to take this before we're going to break, then we resume and continue. You've actually tell us the inspirations that burst forth the birth of the Impact Network, which is a very, very cool thing. And when people even said, how can you make money from this? Because they know that making money from most of skillful things from the beginning, it's not quite sustainable.
Exactly.
But the fact that you're not trying to look for external things, they say there's no money, let me go look for another thing. But the fact is you still keep. So how do you transited from the running your Impact Network to collaborating as a partnership with Lead Care Real Estate? So how does the conjunction comes into being? How does the partnership comes in? Why are we having this shutdown? Well, it's a good sign. It's a good sign.
It's for the better.
Yeah, it's a good sign.
My friend.
But wait, you sure it's not even from the socket? Or do we have to use all this light? You think it's okay? It's not okay. And there's no fan here that will send me this. Okay, just try fix it up this. Time is fast.
Please, can you take me a picture?
Okay.
Just while we're
Is it locked or is it unlocked?
Let me open the camera for you. Or if you have a better camera quality, maybe an iPhone, you can just use
you also still get
clips.
Yes,
okay.
when they edited us.
Okay, then use
but you
my
can
phone,
still
just
record
use my phone
okay.
pictures.
Josh, can we go now?
Yes.
Can we go?
Yes.
All right. So how does it transited from the partnership with Lead Care Real Estate Investment Company? How does it come in place, and how do you guys comes up together with that?
I was approached by Lead Care Global Consult. When you do good work, it speaks for you. That's it. So on one of the days, I received a mail. I received a message. I read the message, but I just read it. I skimmed through it. I didn't really read it through because I didn't send out applications anywhere. So 2 days later, I got a mail, and it was requesting for an interview. I granted that interview, and after that interview, I was called for the partnership. Now, working with Lead Care Global Consult was another stepping stone for me, business-wise. Lead Care Global Consult, we are actually into, it's an international travel agency that helps you study or work outside the country. So it has various arms. There's the academic writing and other sector, financial, that gives out loans and other sector. So my collaborative services were called upon as regards the academic writing. Yes. So working with Lead Care Global Consult has really been, an amazing time for me, because a lot of opportunities. That was the time I broke through internationally. Let me just be straightforward. So that was the time most of my clients were, within Nigeria. I had few calling in from outside the country, because as a freelancer, if you know what I mean, you have to be on platforms that also have persons outside the country. So, but that was a platform that actually pushed me. I began to get tangible offers. Yes, deals.
Internationally.
Exactly, internationally. So, like I said, it was a stepping stone for me and for the business as well. Yes, because through this collaboration, Lead Care Global Consult has also gotten one or two, some clients coming in to patronize. So that's it.
All right, that is very insightful. Which from being a writer to more exposure to the brand also itself. So I want to look at this because why has been a CEO of the Impact Network and also partnership with Lead Care also. So there has been exposure in terms of meeting different kind of dreamers, like people who travel diasporas and the rest. Exactly. You've quite mixed different kind of dreamers to whether they want to study, go work, or in abroad anyway. So what do you think people misunderstood most about opportunities abroad?
Okay. One of the common misconception is that when you travel outside the country, you automatically become a millionaire. We have, yes, 95% of people that approach you, permit me to say this on camera, okay? 95% of people that approach you usually approach you not just because of the route, but because of the hustle. Yes.
Means you get scammed, right? Like,
no, let me explain what I mean. Okay. There's what we call routes that can take you outside the country.
Okay.
Yes,
different routes.
Different routes. So their goal, whichever route they're actually going through, their goal is to actually go there to hustle. And when I mean hustle, I mean to do some other things to make money. Legal things, please. Maybe some side jobs, some you understand. So now what we tell them is that the truth be told, you cannot become a millionaire going there. That it's a misconception that once I get there, automatically I'm a millionaire. So they tell you that I don't mind even sleeping under the bridge. It's better than Nigeria. Someone had told me that sleeping under the bridge in the UK is much better than sleeping under the bridge over here in Nigeria. So they don't really, that's why when once we engage with the clients, we educate them properly on all of these gray areas. And some persons also tell you, I'm going there, in the next 5 months, my people here are going to know that, different stuff like that.
Wow. So because definitely, people tend to look moving abroad as a gateway to success. And there is a friend of mine, he sold his car, sold every single property he has there just to, move over there. Yeah.
Outside.
And when he did, till now, anyway, fast forward to now, since then, he's still struggling. So then it was in Nigeria, because he has, he's doing very, very well. So he's like a king, he's living very, very well. But he said everything is even beyond. And likewise, there are some of, and I tell people that your relative that travels for a couple of years that you didn't see some of the traces, some of them may be in prison, some of them might be dead, some of them don't have stay, so they just hang out anywhere they feel like, running away from the cops, different kind of things quite happening today. And I always the diaspora relocation, it has to something that has to be totally planned. And there is a news since yesterday that has been, pulling and running up everywhere, that in US now, they said once your academic section is completed, relocated back to your country, or you face a deportation. So, and since Donald Trump takes over, there's over 200,000 people have been deported
back
to their various countries. So, which I think people just have to understand that trying to run to another country to escape poverty in Nigeria is the best way to enslave yourself.
Exactly, and so, that is where they are getting it wrong. They feel going to another country is a path, is a gateway to prosperity, which is wrong. So the truth, yes, they have a very good economy over there, and compared to what we have here, that yes, we are still developing, but it's not an automatic prosperity level for you. There are some things that you still need to do, some things you still need to put in place. So those are the things that we educate any of our clients coming in with that kind of mindset.
Wow. Okay, that's very good. So please take note of that, so you don't get deported by Donald Trump. So let's look at the mindset and the lesson part through your journey. What is some of the habits and routine or mindset practice that has helped you stay focused in building from the networking part and collaborating partnership with lead case? So what have been the routine or habit or things you do or mindset that have quite helped you to stay focused and still be on track? A lot of people who started when you started are no longer in business, or some of them have backed out. So what are the things that you do that you can share to the public that can actually help them also as well?
I have this mindset that I must be very relevant, because it is one thing to do something and another thing for what you are doing to be relevant. And this is what I mean. I have this mindset of excellence. There's nobody that rejects excellence. So if you are a brand and you are excellent at what you do, I don't see any reason why people would not patronize your business. And here's what I'm talking about. Excellence is in levels. So with the resources you have now that can procure excellence for you, use it to procure excellence for yourself. Once you've established that level of excellence, the next level of excellence will come up. For example, you're a startup, and all it takes to make your business stand out is maybe a certain amount of money, a certain amount of time, a certain amount of a mental resource you need to put into it. Do that to achieve excellence at that level. As you grow, the need for more excellence begins to come in place, and as you keep on meeting that need, that's how you keep on growing more and more. Yes, there's always a need for excellence. So I think excellence is not really a destination, it's a journey. It's a process. Yeah, like I was telling somebody that destiny is not a destination. Today is destiny, tomorrow is another destiny, the following day is another destiny. It's just that it keeps increasing in intensity. So the level you are today now is destiny for you. Tomorrow is another destiny. So people keep waiting for destiny to come and meet them.
One future.
Thank you. Whereas they are already living the future. Wow. So I always tell myself that the future is now. If I want to become a billionaire, it is now. Exactly. So with that mindset, it guides you on how you live your life. Another thing again is willingness to do what you know. So I know that this is it. I know that if I want to become a billionaire, I should start doing what it takes to become a billionaire. So I need to start doing it. Willingness. Yes. Many people are not willing to do things. They just the diary. That's the reason for this interview. Diary of a doer.
Yeah.
So exactly, you need to do them. Please, you need to do them. It's very important. The book that you've kept on your shelf for a very long period of time, it's time to go get. I'm a reader because I'm a writer. But my method of reading isn't conventional way. I've learned that for me to gain knowledge, I have to break out of the conventional way of just sitting down with a book. So here's what I do. Before I sleep, I have many audiobooks that I play and I listen to them. Yes. And I make sure every resource in my phone is giving knowledge. So I'm not just learning from one spot. I have books, actually. I have hard copies of books that I read. You understand? But what I'm saying is that I try as much as possible to make it my daily routine to get knowledge from every source. So even on my YouTube, a lot of, once I just open my YouTube now, you see series of insightful content there. Yes, not
just any other kind of
thank you, not trash that is going on. Yeah, so
okay, so I want to add a little bit to in terms of now and people who hope towards the future. You know, tell most people that the phrase 2026, December, October, November, Monday, Tuesday, Friday, I think I tell people that it's actually a deceptive word, because from my own way that I've seen with everything is that the word tomorrow doesn't exist. Nobody ever lives in tomorrow.
Yes.
We only have
today,
now,
the present.
Yes. So when we also look at the past, people live in the past based on the things they've quite experienced. But when I later look at everything, I now realize that tomorrow, October, November, 2026, 2027, 2028, like they don't exist. We only live in the time of today alone. So if you are thinking that, but people have to, you know, just the Bible said we should like numbers our days. So we have to know that, okay, certain time to certain time, a certain year. So they just find a good English word. And I think to number January to December's and years and Monday to Friday. And I think that thing have actually make people to be able to procrastinate on a lot of things that they will have done right now, to postponing that, oh, I'm going to do it by December. I'm going to do it by 2026. I'm going to do it by certain time. So I think if people can come to the realization that tomorrow, Friday, Thursday, Monday, Tuesday never exist. January, February, March never exist. And they have to do everything they want to see in their future, because there is no day we wake up to tomorrow. We just wake up to today. Every day is always today. There's no doubt tomorrow is Friday. You can't wake up into Friday, because there is nothing that tells you today is Friday aside from the words that they cause the day. So I see it that, oh, we only live in a particular moment. So anything you want to accomplish, you want to build, you were looking to start, do it right now. If you're going to become a millionaire at certain, and people, I was saying this to some people sometimes, and they asked me that, okay, if I'm true, why are we aging? Like you said, okay, if somebody of 1 year and 3 years or 20 years, they are not the same. I said, you're right. I said, what ages? I said, the food and the air we breathe. If you eat certain kind of food, it ages your skin. That's why you see some people, they are 30, they look like 21. They are 30, they look like 21. And there are some people, they are 30, they look like 60. So the food we eat, the water we drink, and the way we exercise, the way we treat our body determines but how long we've lived on earth with all the system in our body actually takes time, because when you eat certain food, when you eat a food, you don't know what the food is doing inside your stomach, whether it's being good or it's being right. We don't know. So I tell them that everything we eat, we take in, we breathe in, you know, is what ages our system and also helps us in time of growing. It's just like plant. When you water the plant, it grows because you water it. But if you don't water it, it doesn't grow, probably dies. So if you don't eat, you don't grow, you likely fall sick and die. So the whole thing still comes to the shift that anything we want to accomplish in our life, hoping for 2026, 2027, do it now.
Yes.
Because I pick one Elon Musk's theory of work. He said, if you want to do anything in the next 6 years or 5 years, he said, put it to do it in 5 months if it's achievable. And he said, you will fail, but you'll be amazed that you'll be very so close to that same thing you are hoping to achieve in 5 or 6 years. And ever since then, anything I plan that I'm going to do, what I know will take my ability in 1 year, and I'm going to say, okay, I want to do it in 1 week. Then when you are determined, that means you become a dangerous human being. In fact, that failure that want to fail you will be scared because, oh, this guy is now dangerous. Like, just imagine. So I can't go to bed without knowing that I have accomplished what I have accomplished. So if I need to rest, I should know I have to put in the work to be able to do that particular thing. So please, to the people listening, to the audience, anything you were looking to achieve, just like the guest has actually, put to us, is that look how you can start it now. Stop procrastinating. I think people just enjoy
pushing
like
forward.
I will do it later. I'll do it later.
Yeah, because they don't understand the urgency of time. You mentioned something. There's something I always tell people. Time exists, really. You mentioned someone asked you, why do we age? Now, that's to tell you that there's no time and there's also time. There's something I always call the urgency of time. Now, the truth is this. There is a particular period, there's a particular time allocated for a particular thing in your life. One of the dangers of not doing things early is that you've given room for regret. You can still do those things later in life, but a delayed seed is a delayed harvest. That's what I always say. So yes, then you have time, you understand, but at that same time there is no time, because time can exist without us. In fact, time is timeless. There's no beginning, there's no end, but it's called time. We are the ones living in time. So whatever you delay, if you delay it, you've delayed every implication, every effect, every influence of that thing. So like as you said, and I think I would practice that. Whatever you want to achieve in 6 years, try as much as possible to achieve it in 5 months, because in so doing you'll be amazed at what you are going to achieve in that 5 months.
It will be mind-blowing.
Exactly. So and you know what, it now makes you 6 years ahead of your contemporaries. So that's the idea. That's the idea, because when you begin to plan, you don't plan the way the average man is planning. And now that's how we should work, because that's how we've been created to work. That's how we've been created to work.
Yeah. So guys, we have one more questions in this show time before we cut it off for today. Don't forget, if you have any questions, you can actually drop the questions in any of our posts on social media using the hashtag #MuiliShow. Muili is spelled MUILI. Use the hashtag MuiliShow. So it's gonna be easy for I and my team to get your questions, and we can bring it to the section of the live question and answer. So please take note of that. So the last question that I want to ask you here is it's just like 2 in 1. So it's more of like, if you would like to go back in time to adjust, correct something, what would that thing be? And what is your advice to the people? Well, let's do that first one. So if you go back in time, so what will you lovely to fix if you go back in time?
If I am given the opportunity to go back in time, what would I love to fix? What would I really love to fix? It may sound I don't think I would want to fix anything, because things happen for a reason. You understand? Even this, what I mean, things happen for a reason. A person's life is beyond like, how do I put it now? our lives, we are not just living here carelessly. Yes, there's much more to us just living. So yes, we are responsible for our choices, we are responsible for our actions. People make bad choices, and there are consequences. But when you understand that there could have been a prevention, or how do I put it now, when you understand that permit me to say this, or let me just say this, that God is the creator of all human beings, you get, and he sees the end from the beginning. So which means if you were to make a bad decision, he has seen the end. Now let me take for example, now I don't want to digress, but let me just be brief. Adam and Eve, the creation story. Imagine Adam was sitting down here and you asked Adam if you had the opportunity to go back in time
to fix it,
what would you have fixed?
He would have eaten the fruit.
That's what he would have said. But yes, truly that's what he would have said. But you know what, there are things that are planned, let me put it that way, even if it may not seem good, it's for the better. So I don't know how to explain it more than that. So let's leave it there.
Okay. So the last one there is, what would you say to young Africans trying to dream big? That they are scared of taking the first step to start something for themselves. What would your message be for the future of Africans?
Kill that fear. That's what's holding you back. In fact, do it while you are even afraid. I think fear is not really what holds people back. It's unbelief. Because you can do things even while you are afraid. But when you don't believe you can do them, you will not do them.
Yeah.
So work on that mindset of unbelief. Whatever I want to achieve, I believe I can achieve it first before I go for it. That's the truth. You cannot do something that you don't believe you can do. You will fail at it. So believe you can do it, and don't just, and as you are believing, work towards achieving what you want to do. That's the truth. We do big things by starting, we do great things by starting small. So do it in the little drops of rain makes a mighty ocean. Make a mighty ocean. So start as at where you can start. That's it. So don't give unbelief a chance in your life. Even if there's unbelief, that's what you should work on. Work on that unbelief. Let me say this briefly. I had a humbling encounter with someone about 3 weeks ago, a young lady. I was speaking in a meeting, and the young lady raised her hand to ask a question, and she said, "Sir, what if I come from an environment where nothing is encouraging me to become someone better in life? What should I do?" Now I asked her a simple question: do you want to become somebody better in life? I said yes. I said, now focus on that. That's what you should actually focus on, becoming somebody better in life. And I told her that, but the fact that you are asking this question, it shows that deep within you, you feel that there's something more than this environment. I said you may not have the power to break out of that environment now, but what you have control of is what is inside your mind. What I let her know was that you can actually achieve great things irrespective of your environment. That's the first thing you should actually work on, your mind. So yes, you are in an environment that is secluded, you're in an environment that does not speak positive things. Now it's time to now begin to shut your ears to those things that are coming in.
Things.
Yes, it may not be easy, but it is possible. Trust me, it's very much possible.
And I think she actually have more advantage than any other person in the world.
True.
In the sense that all you need is environment that things are not working, because that is your motivation
to make things work.
That is what you need.
Exactly.
Because if you are from a good home, rich home, you'll be more relaxed. So the fact that things are not happening where you come from. That is your motivation.
Exactly.
Because people tend to like look for motivation, try to watch videos, try to listen to motivational videos to get motivated to start something. I think people demonize, when you are people from Africa, if anybody can survive in Nigeria, they can survive anywhere in the world. So I think when we are from society that things are not working, less privilege, your family, they couldn't have much. That is all you need to be in the other side of what you are aspiring for. Because if everything is rosy, brain doesn't work when things are good.
Exactly.
Brain doesn't work. So when things are not good, so I think she has more opportunity because with that, to grow, because your environment, nothing is happening. So anything, innovation, changes in the society you bring, you become the king or the queen of the Zangar of that your environment.
True.
And lastly, I think people these days are looking of innovations, building websites and the rest. I think there are more problems that we can solve in Africa particularly that has nothing to do with digitalization. Because, for example, the road from my house to office is bad road. There's always bad road in every area. That's one big industry that somebody can vent into. Lack of food. And people talk to me, they need money, they need this. And I said, I know. And some said, what business can they do? And I said, okay. I said, everybody always have one family or friends that there is a plot of land that is free, that you can go do farming. You see, in the next 100 years, if Dangote is going to be checked out, nobody's going to beat him to overthrow him, because he can do technology, but he chooses not to, because he focuses on daily consumption. Yes. So if there is a free land in your family or your father has, and it's just bullshit, take people there, clear it off, start planting something. During maize session, you can make 100K to 200K just from maize alone. People are always looking for the next big thing on the internet.
True.
But we are blindfolded to look at things
what is now. Yes.
So
yes.
I think from that perspective, I think people need to, because particularly in my life, I think I've made more money from agriculture than technology. And people don't know that. They just think everything is
coming from technology.
So that's the secret. So I think there is no way somebody, like, someone can just look at it and say, I don't have a plot of land, nobody has, and I'll be like, wait, you can go list land, just list it for just 1 year and plant your thing. If you don't know how to farm, gather people, pay them to be doing the work. And every section, when it's maize time, when it's palm tree, oil, different kind of things, you can just keep harvesting. So I think in the next 200 or 1,000 years, I think farmer are poor because they don't understand what they should do. So, but they are actually one of the most richest people that are supposed to be more richer. In this world.
You can be, a person can be doing what can bring, like what I'm doing now. There are some persons doing what I'm doing that they quitted quite a long time ago. You asked me that question. Now it's not because they are not doing the right thing, but they don't know how to do what they are doing. You understand? So whatever you want to do, you should go for the knowledge of it. Yes, it's also an important thing to try as much as possible to know what you are doing exactly. And you also mentioned that there are opportunities everywhere, so keep an open mind. That's how I work. I'm telling you, if I work out, I keep an open mind. So I'm not just confined to my impact writing and other stuff like that. I keep an open mind to look for opportunities, because the world evolves without notice. That's it. Tomorrow it just changes.
Things just change, and like, oh, what is happening?
Exactly. So and you have to be prepared. You just have to be prepared.
So guys, thank you very much. It has been a very insightful moment and a full discussion about the process of how you can start something, and we even go outside of even the show, just to make sure one person, just one single person's life actually change. So, do you want to be the next person on the Diary of a Doer show? So I want you to start that execution of that business idea, of that dream. Hook up to 1 or 2, 3 people to start that band or that brand you've been hoping for. I hope to see you in the next episode. Thank you.
So when you talk about wealth transfer, people think about the money, the properties that parents are able to transfer to their children as debts. Wealth transfer actually is the transfer of the habits, the software, which is the thought pattern, the network, the relationships that builds your wealth into your children. So that, in my opinion, that is financial parenting. Being intentionally crafting how your children are thinking about time, energy, attention, and money. But these are things that can be converted into currencies. You know, if you are not intentional, all you do every day, you just go out there and work. The children are learning that the only way to make money is work.
Also, I would like to know if financial parenting should be soberly or focused, or should be taught by parent alone, or is it something that we should extend maybe through the government or through the school itself? Do you think parent alone can actually, because if you look at today's world now, kids this day, especially during school section, academic section, they spend less than few hours with their parents, and the 8 hours is for probably sleep, and just like maybe 2 or 3 hours in the evenings, and they spend in the next thing they went to school or not to. So how do you think we can fix this kind? Is it the work of a parent alone, or how do you think this system can be extendedly fixed?
All right. The way I always tackle issues, obviously life is from the macro and the micro. In this conversation now, when we talk about the macro, we're talking about government, the educational system. The micro, we're talking about the family, the parents. I personally will not wait for the government to be responsible before I can teach my children about money. I believe that the foundation must be laid at home. But it will be more impactful if people in government think along this line. Because one of the things that school does is that school creates a structure. So schools create policies, create guidelines that can make a particular phenomenon become mainstay. So I think the parents must start building the foundation in their children at home. But I think we can really make this a societal thing and transform more life if the school system can inculcate this, just the same way mathematics, English, geography, and others have been inculcated into the educational system.
So because our last year we had a lot of this year and last year we have a lot of massive transitioning with our TESA foundation, our foundation, which we extended this vocational training to secondary schools and primary schools, teaching them how to use computer, designing, make soap, adire, and all those basic things. And every schools we've been to, they were like, because I don't actually go with them, but when the team came back and some of the testimonials and some even came back that, can we be doing it like 2 times every section, stuff like that. And to my whole surprise with everything is that, to me, I felt like it's just casual thing. But later I now realized they were like, the school system doesn't have such a thing in their curriculum.
That's it.
And with such a things, it doesn't and after secondary school, if only few children be able to access to the further education, the rest become like some people in the society. It's more of like creating more of. So I think the schools are just.
But I also think that without holding brief for any government in power, I also think that the current government in Nigeria is already looking at some of these things.
Okay.
Now they are inculcating vocational studies into schools.
Okay.
Those state governments also just rolled out a circular. I remember my daughter telling me that people come to their school who teach robotics, who teach digital marketing, teaching data science and all of that. So it's not a part of the
curriculum. I think it's now getting better.
So And on the outside of school, I also see that the government is accrediting some vocational centers, and they are sending youths to those centers, for those centers to train them.
Wow.
While the government
Is this in the entire country or just this state alone? Or like, seriously?
Country. That's where knowledge.
Okay.
Before I left this morning, my organization is one of those accredited to do this.
Okay.
Before I left this morning, I got an email that gave me a name of 30 persons that we're going to train for the next 6 months.
Wow. Wow.
On social media management.
Wow.
See, so the government is really doing that. But like we just said, just imagine if financial literacy is incorporated into that.
Yeah.
Because the truth is, even people working in government, all they know is earning and spending.
Yeah.
A majority of humans only do that. They earn
And they spend. Yeah.
But it's just a few that are intentional, that earn, they save, they invest before they spend. But this process is not very easy for someone who have not really taken time to deal with the earning capacity. Like when I teach my parents in our financial parenting community, I encourage them, push your children to learn the hard stuff. There's this message, allow them to do what they love. What will a child love as a child? Is everything that contributes to playing. But you are a parent. You cannot allow them to do what they love. Push them to do those hard stuff. You know why? The hard stuff will not have crowd at the top. And have you ever seen a doctor that is jobless?
Doctor that is jobless.
It's difficult. It's difficult. Why? Few persons study medicine.
Yeah.
Because it's a hard subject. They go to, I don't want to demonize any course.
Mass communication, business admin, economic. They are rampant.
Crowd.
Yeah.
That is it. And your children will want to default to those easy stuff.
Yeah.
So, because that's where the mistake is made. So, when it comes to earning, you end up raising a child that will be earning enough to just survive. Meanwhile, the same 24 hours a day, another child is spending 8 hours that your child is spending. That child is paid 2.5 million, 3 million, 2 million. Your child is doing the same thing and receiving 20,000. You see it? That earning gap in itself cripples the entire thing.
Wow.
But what if you don't even have this information?
Yeah, that's true.
Because the general public do not.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are just living life like the general.
Yeah.
They cannot. I had a conversation with my daughter this morning. She came back home and said, Daddy, they said we should buy this textbook on etiquettes and all of that. I said, no, I won't. First, I said, how much is it? He said, 5,000. I said, I won't buy. He said, Daddy, is it not just easier for you to give me the money? I said, no, I will drop you at school and I will speak to your teachers. He said, Daddy, it's easier. I said, yes, it's easier. That's what the general average parent would do, but I won't. He said, okay. We got to the school. I met the teacher. The teacher said, it's not compulsory. These people came, they enlightened us, we saw their work and we liked what they're doing. And we said, okay, you come to some number of times per week to teach these children. Then they came up with a book. And we told the children, tell your parents about it. If they are willing, they can buy. I instantly put my hand in my pocket. I gave her 5,005 and I walked away. Why? She's learning, because everything I do, I'm intentionally passing a message to my children. Yeah. We don't just do things because that's what everybody is doing. That's a mindset. That's a software I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So it's not because you now have all the money, you are driving, you have houses, you can even have all of that and you are not intentional and your children will still end up.
And technically, you can have so much more. And even before you were even alive, you see that the children just like squandered everything that you've worked everything so much hard on. Wow, that's really that's really very beyond massive. Yeah. And I want us to look at, if we look at everything we've been talking about, and it is unpopular opinion because it's not embrace this, something people don't talk about in the society.
Yeah.
So now, and if we now look at also the future of the kids in terms of like maybe they grow up business-wise and the rest like that. So do you think giving maybe like allowances to kids, or maybe kids also perform some tasks at home and you say, okay, you did this, take this amount of money. So, and looking at the external world and looking at how business is being structured, don't you think that would that be affecting the kids in terms of them thinking from being an employee, because maybe they, oh, dad used to give me. So, and if that is not giving them, the best way to get the money is to eventually work for it and earn the money. And that how can it be balanced also as well?
Yes, bringing the balance here is not just ending with giving. You should give. What that sends to the consciousness of the child is that I actually can create value in exchange for money. I told you I took out time to review Femi Otedola's book.
Yeah.
And I expunged some parental concept from it. At age 7, visitors that visited his father, Femi Otedola, would cut their nails and they would pay him. That was not the lesson. The lesson was that he was writing down all of the money. So he had his books, his financial records. He was gradually saving. So if your children, I call it, I think is one of the content I just shared on IG. I talked about it, strategies to teaching your children about money. I talked about chores for pay. The child does an house chore. At some point, when my daughter, I think I only had a daughter then.
Okay.
When she grew up to an extent, she was washing my car and I was paying her 500.
Washing your car?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
She sees the money there, the money goes to her saving. What we call the bank today. Until after a while, I took the money and added to the money in her account. And one other thing I do, the money that enters their account, the alert, I show it to them.
See.
It's intentional.
Yeah.
What will the child feel like if he knows that I am just so and so number of years, I'm in primary school, but I have 200,000 naira in my account? How does he guide the child's thinking? So when I take those money and I invest it, when the interest is coming, they are seeing it. So I'm not just doing this, I am showing them. So when you say, would that not make them think about becoming an employee instead of an employer? I think what you demonstrate before them matters. What you demonstrate, because I'm an employer of labor, I'm an entrepreneur, so my children also experience that entrepreneurship spirit around me. They see me hire people, they see me pay salaries. Everything I do it as an intentional way of teaching them. They see that sometimes what comes in is huge. Meanwhile, they see what goes out as salary. So they can make the difference and know that I'd rather be the one making the money and paying than. And to be frank, even if you choose to work, do not end up there.
Wow.
Because the workplace is the greatest business. In that workplace, go there with a totally different mindset. Go there to learn. Remember, I have a book I authored, I call it Get Employed.
Yeah.
And in that book, I emphasize the fact that if you want to get a job, it's easy. The reason a lot of us are not employed is because we have pride and arrogance. We have a kind of work that we are looking for.
Yeah.
You forgot that what is work? Work is someone taking a risk to create a business and employing other people to work.
Yeah.
If you don't have the capacity to take that risk, find a way to fuse yourself into this. Once you are there and you are there for the right reason, there to learn, you see that in a short while you would have learned the entire process of how that works.
Yeah.
Then you can begin to dabble into starting something.
Wow.
Because life is a continuous school. We are constantly learning new things and all of that. But if you go and work only for the purpose of making money, that's where you see people they are in an office, there's a particular task, they'll say that's not my job. But if you are someone that came into the workplace to learn, every job is your job.
Yeah.
You know why? Learning is what happens when you take action based on the information you get. It helps to develop new brain cells. Once those brain cells are developed, they stay with you. So even if you leave the work, the knowledge goes with you.
Yeah.
So but if you are in a workplace and all you do is to just
I only want to this
that
one.
one concern. See.
And one of the things was asking me some days ago, like, how do I like function in everything that we do?
You can't. Just interest.
Yeah, I said, well, during the time when I was learning back in the days, anything that happens there, whether it's sales, whether it's marketing, whether it's everything, I voluntarily work in other space.
Yeah.
And all those things are the things that eventually was now paying dividend. So because of time, I think this is the second to the last question because of time taken already. So I would like to ask about should parents expose their kids to their struggles and their debt from the beginning? We're talking about this financial parenting. So is this something that from the beginning also as well, as we're developing their mindset, their operating system, also as well, teaching them perform this and all those kind of things, is it things that we can also expose them to debt and struggles? Yes.
Yeah, I think it's always something you do systematically. If you are exposing someone to your mistake, you are sharing the mistake, sharing the lessons you have learned and how you overcome the mistake. It's better off than when you are exposing them and we are all struggling, you've not found out a way around it. So I think because their mind is still in the developmental process, you should be careful how much you allow them to see your pressure. But be vulnerable enough for them to know that you're not perfect.
Does that have to do with when they get certain age stage?
Yes, of course. If you are intentional in your parenting, after some time, your children will figure out this. They will know. In salary time, I can say that is stressed out. They will know even though you don't share with them. They will know. Sometimes you just drive out of the office, out of church, you're going home. That my children will say, let's go and buy ice cream.
Say no ice cream this time.
I'll say no ice cream.
And they'll be like,
they'll say, Daddy, why now? Everywhere is hot. Because sometimes I'll say everywhere is too cold. They say everywhere is hot today. And then I'll say, see, while we are going now, we are thinking ice cream. I'm thinking
about salary. The friend that's
I'm thinking salary. I'm thinking your school fees.
Yeah.
I'm thinking rent, office rent. I'm thinking all
those. Yeah.
So every time you say let's buy ice cream, all these thoughts flows through my heart, and I see whether there is something
available.
I see whether do we even have a budget for this? Because that's another intentional thing I do with my children. For instance, if we go out for shopping, I give them a budget. Your budget is 10,000.
Don't go below. Don't go maximum.
Yes, the budget is 10,000. So what they do? They pick some things. They look at the price. They drop it. They'll pick this one. They will add
look at the price.
Of it. So, why? You are making them be a part of the entire process. So I think in all of these, there's no one size fits all.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have the Spirit of God, you have a matured mind, you will always know what. Just embrace the knowledge and that.
Guys, so far we've discussed so much more that and I think episode like this, section like this, which are something that are not really popular in the society, people really hear, and even most people doesn't even like to hear things like this. It's more of like, we know the truth and we say, let's put it aside. Let's leave it. Yeah.
They just realize they
yeah. And they be like, I know I'm like vulnerable, or I'm like, I know this thing is talking to me, but let's just put it aside. Let's kind of so I think things like this are things that we need more of the louder voice in our society.
Yeah.
Because the world, not the country alone, the world is going into more tribulations, like more hardship time.
Yeah.
And what is going to happen, or even the parents' future, likes everything now on the kids.
Yeah.
You know, when we were young, you know, our dad used to tell us one statement, like we were very, very young, and he says it more often. It was like, if you guys grow up, if you like, you take care of me, if you like, don't take care of me, what I will eat, I've already worked for it. Now, but funny thing was that, even though now we've grown, some of those things he planned that is gonna hit when he even grows up, and those things doesn't even work as the way he planned and expected those things out.
Yeah.
So, and parents should understand that their future, even though I'm not saying maybe they are dependent or like on their future, but it is very important that whatsoever you train your kids with is what they're going to quite produce for you. You know,
even if you don't depend on them for your survival, but you want to be able to raise children that will not be liability
to you also as well.
They should be able to take good care of themselves. They should be able to be contributing to the society.
Yeah.
They should be able to make impact. You know, when you talk about honor your father and your mother, it's not just by giving them money. Do you know what your father will feel when he sees a Sheun going out there and empowering people through?
That's more than money. That's more than money.
That's way more than money. Because somebody's going to ask, who is his father? That's honor.
Yeah.
So you want to raise children that will bring honor to your name.
Yeah.
You know, you want to raise children that will be doing well all over the world and your name is ringing.
Yeah.
So that's also a part
that is a massively honor. And one more thing I would like you, what message would you like to pass across for parents and what they should take most important, because we'll dive into different angles. And what particular message you like to give them to take home from this episode section that they should take most paramount and way more important from the beginning of the set. So what message would you like to give?
Yeah, I think the message is simple. It's not about what you live for the children. It's about what you live in them. And what you live in them is not something you can pretend about. They are getting a lot from how they see you live. So that's why in our financial parenting community, we didn't just say bring your children. We want to work with you, partner with you to begin to alter how you think. So you become the direct home teacher for your children. You know, so if you don't learn, you really can't teach what you don't know.
Yeah, at all. Yeah.
So you must begin to grow up, embrace some of this knowledge so you can intentionally. And the fundamental thing that makes the financial parenting community different is that we don't just teach you financial literacy, we teach it in a way that you can implement alongside with your children.
Yeah, wow, that's massive. So, sir, how can people join this community? Like parents can join this community, whether physically and online. Okay. How can they access?
Yeah,
so
the
that people will be
actually it's a community on WhatsApp and Telegram.
Okay.
And to join, you just simply need to go to selfani.com/financial.
Okay, so we'll have the URL link also in the description and also on the screen to actually take you to actually join the community. So this has really been very, very blissful. And personally, you know, in every message is the one that belongs to everybody. I'm taking it. Hope you guys behind the you're taking it. The one belongs to you. Take it and take it. So this has really very, very insightful. And we also hope in more times to come, we hope to still have you more on the show for to keep blessing more people, because problem solvers are short supplies in the world.
Everybody wants to
take. Give me. Give me. So guys, we've actually come to the end of this episode of Diary of the Doer. Guys, also more importantly, that I know during the Ask Buuild segment that we actually basically do, all the questions you might have, you can drop it with a comment, and more importantly, even on your post, you can use the hashtag Ask Buuild. It's easily for I and the team to actually draw the social media and synchronize. And good thing there is it's easy with us. This is to use AI to just synchronize, show all social media platform where that hashtag is used, and we can actually do what? Get your questions, and we can bring people more on the show, and also doing Ask Buuild and also answer those sections. So sir, I really want to say thank you very much, because you've actually blessed generations.
Thank you.
Because this content right here, it's going to be available hundreds of years to come.
Yeah.
So technically, you've blessed generation, and I hope that people who also take this in should. It's not about consuming; it's all about putting it into an action. So thank you very much for doing this with us, and we hope to see you more. So, sir, everyone, I still remain your humble host and your boy also as well. And please, my boss on social media, various social media, please follow him, please. Your username on all social media.
All social media, my username is @Treskaro. Treskaro.
We have it displayed on the screen. Please go ahead and also as well follow him up also as well. There is a lot of numerous great things impactfully he's doing with his community also. So what I'm very, very sure you guys will actually have more things and more being imparted with more of these things. So thank you very much.